where it all started was I was a poll watcher in my precinct, and from 7 o'clock in the morning and then on, there was nothing but issues with our scanners. One of them was actually broken down, and the other one, it would take 4 or 5 times to actually scan a ballot. And what had transpired was I was getting phone calls all day from my watchdog group and others in the county that they too were also having issues with their scanners as well across the county. And we couldn't get a hold of anyone on the election board to come and help us for hours. And then finally, when they did come, the problems were not resolved, and their statement from the statement from the voting warehouse supervisor was that there was an issue with the barcode, and that the barcodes were deformed. So it was never resolved, and they actually had a sheriff show up to our precinct with a new stack of ballots. It was about 500 ballots. And then from then on, it was craziness all day long. And then later on, there was a few of the other poll watchers who ended up at the counting center in Chester, Pennsylvania, and that's where it really just went downhill from there.
When you say it went downhill, what do you mean?
So there's so much more for me to tell you, but we don't have enough time. But the counting center in itself is this. It was a transfer from our courthouse in Media, Pennsylvania, to where they used to count the ballots, to this multi-million-dollar facility that's in the middle of nowhere near loading docks that has multiple elevators and doors to get into and out of. It costs about $2.1 million to make this transfer happen to this building. So that's the start. But the main issue was that they had gotten down there, and there was a back room which had no observation, no line of sight, and it appears to where this is what they told us, that pre-canvassing was transpiring.